welcome back. I'll say I'm so happy to see you because I'm just imagining everyone's smiling faces as you walk into our classroom. I wish I could see all your smiling faces, but I hope this message finds you well. I hope that everyone's week is off to a wonderful start. I'm really excited to get into our work this week. Things are going to be looking a little bit different, not radically different, but a little bit different now that we've extended our distance learning. Now we're referring to it as distance learning as opposed to e-learning. So we have, I don't know if you heard, but we've extended our distance learning through April 30th. So we are going to be on this track for the next 4 weeks. I'm going to walk you through really what this looks like here just in a moment. We're going to continue in Unit 6 for AT Math, which is actually Unit 1 for Open Up. So there's a little bit of a transfer there, but I'm sure you'll be able to keep track of that. We're in geometry. Today we're going to be manipulating parallelograms and taking a look at area, really looking at what does it mean to be a parallelogram. As we move forward through this week and these next weeks, I'd really love for us to get together as a group, as a team, twice a week for Google Hangouts. Or for the video the Zoom, but on Google. I think it's Google Hangouts. I think it's really important that we come together as a group, talk about how are things going, how is life, and I just think it's so important for us to stay connected to each other. So more information on that. I'm gonna take you for a tour, like I said, of our slides for this week. So good morning, you wake up, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping. You grab your cup of coffee, go out, milk the cow, come back in, make breakfast for your family, do a crossword, and then you realize, you know what, it's time to get to math. So you sit down, you find yourself at Google Classroom, and hot dog, here we are. I've assigned your 5AT distance learning slides. So I'm sure your fingers are trembling as you open up this file, and go. You probably noticed that there's a brand new look. I mean, not brand new, but things look pretty exciting. As we check out what we are expecting this week, I do want you to notice that this is going to be our slide deck for the entire week. And then I will just continue adding. Actually, I'll add beginning? I don't know. I'll figure out where I'm going to add so that it's most logical. So you have your hands on our entire schedule for this week. Today, like I mentioned, we're doing parallelograms in lesson 4. And then you can see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be traveling through lessons 5, 6, and 7. Friday here, you'll notice a big change. Friday, we are not, now in this next cycle of distance learning in April, we are not introducing new content on Fridays. Fridays, your responsibility will be to check all of your tasks, all of your work from Monday through Thursday, make sure that they're all completed and that they're all turned in. And then all of this work, Monday through Thursday work, is due Friday by noon. It's really in your best interest to do your Monday work on Monday, Tuesday work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on. If you leave it all to the last minute, it's not going to be great for your learning and it's not going to be great for your stress level. So just take a tiny bite out of this gigantic pile of work each day so that you can stay on top of everything. And then your only tasks for Friday will be optional tasks from your May-Do activities. So that's new post-spring break. So as you cruise through our slides for today, you'll just see a little synopsis of what's going on today. Your I can statements look very familiar. I do want you to cruise through the linked blue slides. This is just the new vocabulary and really the essence of the lesson before you begin your work. You can see that I linked to that. Once you cruise through the vocabulary, you are going to begin your tasks. And hopefully these tasks look very familiar. Sometimes you're going to be answering the questions in the slide. deck itself, but sometimes, now that we're in geometry and we're drawing, I had to figure out a way that I could see your drawing and see your reasoning outside of Google Sites. We don't have the capabilities to draw on Google Sites, so what I've done is that I have created tasks. Oh my gosh, is anyone else stressed out about all of these tabs open right now? So I don't know if you have time to read that. You will complete 4.3 in GoFormative. You're going to click the link, and that's going to take you to the task. So you can see, this is what you will see as a student. I have included each of the tasks in 4.3, and you will now have the capabilities to draw and actually do your work much like a workbook. I know you don't have your workbook, so this is what I've developed. I think it's going to be really, really useful for me to see your reasoning and a wonderful way for you to get your practice without your workbook. So you can see that some of our tasks today are linked to GoFormative. Some are not. If you're just having to type in your reasoning or your answer, we don't have to do that via GoFormative. Here's another item that you will be clicking through and completing on GoFormative. I have been gifted, I don't know if I shared this with you, I've been gifted through GoFormative the premium package. So when you're working in here, I can leave a variety of feedback for you. It's so fun. I can record audio messages and leave you, ask you a question or support you in some way, or it's wonderful. I've been using it with the fourth graders. It's very helpful. I can question, oh, why did you use division here? Or, how did you think about multiplication? So I can leave you a variety of feedback on GoFormative. I can, once you've submitted a drawing, I can actually go in and draw or ask questions or support you in that way. So this is going to be a really, really wonderful way to continue like our feedback loop, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited about that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any way of seeing your work on Google Sites. So you're just going to continue working through this slide deck. Like I said, sometimes you're going to GoFormative, sometimes you're just doing the work here on the slide. And I've always, if you're answering the question on the slide, I've always included some sort of text box so that you can include your answer there. So the rest should be pretty self-explanatory. Please let me know any questions that you have. Please make sure that when you finish this, you turn in and have fun with it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll get more details to you all about our Zoom meetings very soon. Talk to y'all later.